Hey guys, I'm Bobby from Adventures in Whiskey. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we're going to look at Copper Dog Whiskey. But before we do that, let me talk to you about the name, Copper Dog. What's a Copper Dog? Let me show you. It's this. Back in the day, distillery workers would try to find any way they could to sort of sneak a dram of whiskey. One of the more popular methods was taking a piece of copper tubing and soldering a penny on the end and corking the other end. They would slip this with the chain down their pants and hide it. When no one was looking, they would sort of take the bung off the cask, drop the Copper Dog in, glug, 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 fill it up, put the cork back on it, slip it down their pants. None's the wiser. They have their whiskey. So, now you know. To steal the words from Ralphie. Copper Dog, the whiskey. So, in the Speyside region of Scotland, there's a Craigellachie hotel. Its pub is called the Copper Dog. So this whiskey is made sort of for the pub. Because it's in the Speyside region, they decided to go with a Speyside style whiskey. In this case, it's a blended malt, so no grain whiskeys, just malt whiskeys in here. Bottled at 40% ABV. Let's give it a taste. Actually, a smell first. That would help. I like to describe this as sort of a typical or classic Speyside whiskey. So a lot of crisp orchard fruits. So apple, pear, a little bit of spice. A little vanilla and just a touch of citrus, like an orange rind. Let's taste it. It's really nice whiskey. Those notes that I found in the nose sort of carry over into the palate. So a lot of that sort of like spiced apple, spiced pear. Some dried fruits. So there's some sherry casks here. A little bit of vanilla, a little bit of spice. The finish. The finish carries on sort of slightly salted toffee, or salted caramel, rather, and just a touch of oak. There's a little bit of citrus running through. That citrus note is just on the surface. It's nice. It sort of brightens the whole thing up. I do wish it were bottled a little bit higher than 40% ABV. Let me tell you why. To me, 40% ABV, the palate, especially in the beginning, when you first sip, it's sort of watered down. It's a little watery. It's a little thin. But this one, to its credit, does sort of develop a little bit of body the more you go. I don't know if that's a thing, but that's what I'm getting. So 43%, this would have been fantastic. But at 40%, you got to rate what's in the glass. I really like this stuff. It is about $35 a bottle. It's not here in Louisiana yet. They're rolling out in different markets this year. I'm not sure if it's in your area and you like sort of the Glenlivet or Glenfiddich style malt. I think you'll like Copper Dog. Marketing materials for this sort of make it seem like it's made for cocktails. I made an old fashioned with it. The old fashioned was good, but I prefer my old fashions with rye and bourbon. I've been drinking Copper Dog sort of straight and have been quite enjoying it. It's become my quasi house whiskey. I say quasi, I'm not drinking as much of this as I'd like to. because I can't find it yet. Once it becomes available, it'll probably be one that gets put on a table whenever people come over. So, if you have any questions or comments, please let me know below. If you like what you see, please subscribe. Otherwise, cheers.